Alright, welcome everyone. This is a little impromptu stream, but I'm sure we can still make this one great. This is ACGL. They are hosting a 3v3 tournament just for the community, for some exposure and to get the community back on the ACGL train. These will not be your typical squads you see in the likes of VS and Raving Mad. So some of the teams might be a little mix and match, but it's still nonetheless the usual guys you see. And joining me will be Fallacer as usual.
Yeah, let's get it. Should be
Alright,
some good
Fallacer,
matches.
so who do we have here? Fat Dab and RK Hatchlings. Who's Fat Dab first off?
So Fat Dab is the story. Basically, it was an ACGL 2v2 tournament that myself and MT decided to take part in. And we decided Fat Dab sounds like a good name. MT made the logo that you see as Mr. Lowe's logo right there. And we won the tournament. So
Alright,
that was the
okay.
origins of Fat Dab.
So
Yeah,
Fat Dab has quite the origin story. Okay, well done.
indeed.
So we will see Fat Dab going up 2-0 quite early. And RK Action is of course running their usual squad, the usual 3-man team. They're not deciding to mix and match with random people. Of course the community is so well known amongst each other that you can't really call it a random team. Most of these guys meet each other in privates and wherever, so they should be familiar with how each other plays out. So Chase is going to get this one cleared out very long there for Car RL. I'm just going to call him Car. The RL, double R doesn't do well. Oh, Timmy, shot on net, but Skexus somehow pre-jump saves that. And I could just see the ending there. Chase touches with his wheels. It will just drop down for him. Mr. Low is not going to make contact. And also not able to get a bump there going across net. Timmy in the corner. Mr. Low with a shot. That one just going to hit the crossbar. And Skexus will be able to just tap that one out. MT. Not able to get a nice little edge dribble there, but he's putting it on the backboard. And as we know, Timmy does read those. Just a little bit too close. So as expected, I mean, Fat Dab coming out with all the pressure, all the offense. All three of these guys, I believe, are very high rated when it comes to competitive. So we can expect to see a lot of passing plays and a lot of backboard plays and air dribbles and all that sort of thing from their side. Now,
Yeah, some very high rated players on the side of Fat Dab. We'll see if Hatchlings can pull something together. Maybe the upset's possible.
yeah, as we just saw there, they do have some offense going on, but too many bodies in front of the net will just kind of pinch that one out to the side. Now Mr. Low down the middle. Chase is able to get it out to the side. Carl did feel the presence there of a Fat Dab player. Timmy not able to just tap that one redirected from the back post, and I had Hatchlings come away there with not a goal there from Fat Dab. And now Carl and Chase trying to get the goal there. But Fat Dab seems like they do have some open space, but that pinch from Timmy will not be what he was expecting. And Carl will just get a nice long clear out for this. MT up very early for that. Now Timmy, he's got Mr. Low on his left, but the pass I don't think was where he wanted it. But all three members of Hatchlings commit for that one, and temporarily the net was open, but luckily for them, Fat Dab not able to capitalize. You see a lot of shots coming out from Fat Dab, but it doesn't seem like they can get anything on net. And just as I said, that almost cast a curse on that ceiling drop down. Would have been interesting to see.
See a lot of long shots coming out on the side of Fat Dab. I think, just putting Hatchlings in awkward positions that they're probably not used to at their rank. So, yeah, it could be causing some issues. It is causing some issues for Hatchlings in defense. They're holding on though.
Yeah, no, they're holding their own. I mean, it's still 2-0 now for a considerable amount of time in this game. I think a solid 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes. No goal for either side. Let's see how long that holds up though. With Timmy going up, he's putting it back on the sidewall there. Mr. Low and MT still waiting. But the side of Hatchlings able to just scrape some defense, but this one is still dropping.
Oh.
A lot of touches coming out there for MT, but unfortunately not enough momentum to carry him through to get that goal. As we see, Hatchlings, they're trying to get the ball over to the side and potentially into the net of Fat Dab and Empty. Oh, that one must have been pixels away, but Timmy is able to get them the 3-0 lead.
And Timmy, again, what he's known for, hitting those backboard angles, coming from the other side of the ball,
It's
able
the
to get around it and flip in. Wow.
What an angle there from Timmy. And Empty, I'm sure, you would have been saying in comms, man, that was close. That must have been 2 pixels at least away. And Mr. Low doing very, very well there off the kickoff. Able to just squeeze past the defense, unexpectedly getting that quick shot on goal. Chase not expecting, or at least trying to get a block, but not able to. So a quick 4-0 with 38 seconds left. From the offense we've been seeing on the side of Hatchlings, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to generate too much to be able to spring back the comeback. I mean, I don't know what comebacks you've been seeing. I don't know if you've ever seen a 38-second 4-0 comeback in your personal experience in Rocket League or RLCS. Oh, an Empty!
Top
My
notch
goodness.
at that plays.
Fellas, analyze this. What the hell?
Right, so Empty aerials for the ball. He thinks, so there's 2 nets I could shoot at. Which one is easier for me to put it in?
And then
And
he
it decided that it was his net.
well, just Empty creating the scoreline a little bit closer there on the side of RK Hatchlings. Very unfortunate. You don't see those very much, but Empty is sure to show us everything possible in Rocket League, as he usually does, offensively and sometimes defensively. And the pinch just going to go wide, and this one will drop down on the side of Fat Dab, grabbing game 1.
Yeah, I think it's just experience and the ranks of these guys. You know, I mean, 7 shots coming out from below, 14 in total. Just the pressure probably got to Retro Kill. They weren't able to keep them out for too long, fend away all the shots.
Yeah, so I mean, as you say, Fat Dab, it isn't a new name. Like there isn't, and you said you played in Fat Dab. So what happened to? Did they? Are you subbing? Are you? What's the deal there?
You know, we're trying out some new talent. You know, bringing in some guys. You know, seeing if they can hold up to the Fat Dab standards. Trying them out. You know, we'll see. Maybe they'll be able to take it home. But I might be taking, you know, a step down for now on the Fat Dab role, taking more of a manager position. See if these young new guys can come in.
Okay. You heard it here from Falasa first. You heard it from Falasa first. I just noticed, looking at that stats board, that they are running the same profile picture, so they did come prepared for this tournament, definitely. Or they still had that lying around somewhere. And a kickoff goal here for RK Hatchlings. Not expected, but very, very well done there for them. I don't think too much respect was coming out there from the side of Fat Dab. They definitely shouldn't count out Hatchlings. They are able to do something, at least when on the ball.
That was actually a decent kickoff there from Chase, and good follow-up, I guess, from Skexis.
Yeah, Timmy just fading away from the kickoff. Not sure if he expected his third to be closer. Fading away from those kickoffs leaves mid wide open, and as you saw, Hatchlings capitalized on it. Skexis, very nice save, but the doing there from Empty wasn't quite expecting just to hit the ball again. And Hatchlings just escaped very, very nearly there. Almost a goal there for Fat Dab, and Timmy just kind of fake aerialing there in the mid. Not getting the pinch that he wanted. On 1 boost, he's not able to generate too much. Empty will collect this one. Mr. Low with the fake, calculated as always. An Empty not able to turn that one in, unfortunately hitting the post. Very unfortunate.
These are the Fat Dab players we're used to, though. So you know, don't worry there, folks.
You heard it from the team manager, quote unquote. The team manager for Fat Dab, just analyzing his team.
Ex tournament winner,
Alright.
Fat Dab member.
You said it, not me. Anyway, we'll see if Fat Dab can turn in any opportunities. This one will drop down, and no player from RK Hatchling is able to stop that shot, which wasn't particularly the fastest shot we've seen, 89. But Chase, that dead zone setting, just letting him down there. Not able to turn quickly enough. Get the save. See, kickoff going strongly in the favor of hatchlings actually. It's a matter of perspective. Would you say that's a kickoff win or that's a kickoff loss for the side of hatchlings?
I feel like whoever gets the possession after the kickoff, that's who wins it. Although it could be debated if it goes onto your backboard and you're trying to control it on your backboard, it's not really a kickoff win, but you never know.
You never know. I mean, in my books, in that scenario, I think that was a very good kickoff win there for hatchlings. We see Chase putting it back down, but he's going to try and follow again, but he's going to decide to slow play it, and that does allow a Fat Dab member to come around, and this one just hopping on the backboard. Timmy is up. No connection there from Chase, but Skexis and Carr able to get it out. This one will be safe for the moment, but Mr. Low is putting on pressure yet again. This one up high. Empty is up again for it. Would he be able to double tap this? The opportunity is there, but it's too high for him. But Mr. Low will turn it in for 2-1 lead in Fat Dab's favor.
Yeah, Retrokill just getting, caught up by all the misses coming up from Fat Dab. I guess Mr. Low getting a bit lucky, putting the bounce shot in, slotting it up in 90.
Those bounce shots are pretty difficult to save, I will say, because
that's true.
It's surprising how much you can actually score off those. So not bad, and the promise will not be broken. For the people who don't know, usually when that happens, what do they call it? Because you say it every time it happens.
Rule number 1.
Rule number 1. If you see that happening, that is apparently something called rule number 1, and it should not be broken, meaning the two cars should not separate from each other. But you did see there, they got bumped, and Chase will be able to get a shot on net and slot it in. Very, very well done from hatchlings. I was so distracted talking about rule number 1, I did not even expect the shot out, but very, very well done there for him. Very nice shot, and he's able to
nice placement there from Skexis, yeah.
Very nice. Just air rolling his car just a little bit to be able to get the angle there. Not even needing to dodge. And Timmy, he's up for this. We do know he does get those. He did get the flip reset. Decided not to show off that he did by flipping, as that is usually the case, or courtesy that you should be doing. This one back on the backboard. Car is there. He doesn't get connection there, and Skex is also not getting connection. That would have been a very, very nice counter attack for the side of hatchlings if he indeed did make contact. And rule number 1 applying, but Mr. Low does break it. Shame on Low, but
Mr. Low,
I'm sure he's not interested in keeping that rule number 1 alive, as he does slot in a very nice pass here from Timmy, and they are in the lead. Fat Dab.
Man, Mr. Low isn't here to play games. First breaking rule 1 and then hitting a up and 90 redirect. Cheapest.
Definitely not yet.
He's not playing games. Well, I guess.
Well, yeah, the irony in that is he is indeed playing games, but this a really peculiar kickoff strategy here from the side of Fat Dab. I'm not too sure. 2 players faking it out to the left. Mr. Low really not expecting that. I think that was a comms issue, and that was a little blunder on the side of Fat Dab, just making it equal again. We'll see if hatchlings can just capitalize on the weird, inconsistent play that is coming out on the side of Fat Dab. You see Mr. Low going to put this one mid. It's up high. Skexis is up early. Empty just putting that out to the right. Now Carl on the ball, but Mr. Low does beat him. Timmy is waiting, but he gets 50 by Chase, and this one out again. Empty looking for another touch. He did have a play on his left. I think that was Mr. Low, but he decided to turn around and rather wait for the touch there off Skexis. Empty. Nice 50 there. He's got a lot of boost to work with. Decides not to go up to the ceiling. Not a bad decision. Mr. Low is waiting down for this one. This one bounces down. Car. Very awkward save needing for him, but Mr. Low putting out a pass mid, but there's no one there to collect. Timmy just getting there when it's too late. Mr. Low very, very closely, almost gets, never mind, he will slot in that goal nonetheless. A little bit of a flustered defense there on the side of hatchlings. I wasn't able to clear that out in time, and we will see the lead again in Fat Dab's favor. We'll see now if hatchlings in 45 seconds, they're not down by the biggest margin or the big margin that they had before. But that double commit, nice little save there for the side of Hatchlings. Timmy with a double tap again. The sidebar is the best goalkeeper SA at the moment for the side of Hatchlings. MT pops it over one. He's got a lot of boost to work with. He did mention in that RLX update that he was working a lot on his dribbling and flicks in his 3v3 gameplay, as pointed out by his teammates. We'll see. I haven't seen him utilize that by too much, but no opportunities as of yet. And that shot will be on target, but a very, very nice save there from Skexus. As this one is gonna... Hatchlings need a very nice clear here to be able to mount the counter-attack, but that one just up. MT is up. He's gonna shoot it on target. That one dropping crossbar again. But nonetheless, they do secure the win in game 2, and that will be the series win. I think it is best of threes for the ACGL. So Fat Dab getting the 2-0 win over Hatchlings. I think they go into the semi-final, I think now. This was round 2.
Yes,
It's a shame we can't bring up a bracket to show, but the Fat Dab team will continue on to the semi-finals. Is there a low bracket for ACGL tournament? I just skimmed over the bracket.
Yeah, it's double elimination. So now Hatchlings will go against. I'm not entirely sure. One of the two teams
One
in the
of the
low
two
bracket.
teams. All right.
We might stream that match. We'll have to get back to you about that one.
Yeah, we will have to find out by both teams if they will allow us to stream. But this has been Fat Dab and RK Hatchlings. Fat Dab, of course, just I think having the much more experience and the skill, and not necessarily because we saw Hatchlings bring out quite a few plays. We saw, well, MT, courtesy of him, they had one goal there. But Hatchlings, they are able to generate at least 2 goals with a very nice kickoff goal, catching the side of Fat Dab off guard there. So I think for Fat Dab, it just came down to experience. They had a lot more comfortability playing with each other, knowing where each other is for passes and all that, utilizing the backboard more and playing off the sidewall. So Hatchlings never really got a chance to play out of their half and get something going.
Yeah, I think the scoreline was a bit closer in that second match, down to the Fat Dab unorthodox plays, you know.
Indeed.
Gonna have to reevaluate these new recruits, see if they're truly up to the job. But yeah,
The
Nina,
manager speaking
good
once again.
performance.
The quote unquote the manager. We can go back on the VOD and look. You did mention manager there somehow. But yeah. So I mean, we will see if we can get any more matches streamed out of the ACGL tournament. But for now, that has been Fat Dab versus Hatchlings. Again, Fat Dab being able to get the sweep, and that I think is it for this matchup. Fella, say anything you wanna throw out there?
No, that's all. I guess we'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in a bit. Cheers.
Cheers.
Alright, let's get
Right, we're not
this
doing this
one
one then.
underway. Go for it.
No, 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 no. Yeah,
Are,
we're not gonna
are
do
you
this one.
sure?
Yes,
No,
we're
no
not gonna do this one.
introductions. Oh, they just don't give us any chance. But that's what happens when you stream another tournament so impromptu as we did. But welcome again to anyone who has joined just now. Just a quick introduction. We have Fat Dab who just beat RK Hatchlings in the quarterfinals. Now this is the semifinals. Now Fat Dab are up against the Pro Noobs, and we will see Fat Dab. You see, I'm emphasizing that name a lot now. Fat Dab. You're just like bringing out all the
Fat dab.
F's and the D's. And we see Fat Dab going very, well, not early. It's already 2 minutes into the first game. And they are up 2-0, so not much to analyze as of yet. We haven't seen much on the side of the Pro Noobs. Their name kind of says who they are, because they have Pro Noob. So,
Indeed. Yeah, Pranu, but WSG player, WSG Serious with capes.
and
So,
Chaos NJ, I think, is also part of WSG there.
and
So,
V-Man. I think this is
and
a full
V-Man.
WSG
This
squad,
is a
yeah.
full WSG squad, so shout out there to WSG, putting their teams into other tournaments, getting the reach out there. A little pre-jump here from Mr. Low. He's not able to connect, and Mr. Promises empty, not Mr. Empty Promises following up, but he's not able to slot the ball there in net. This should be a closer matchup. The WSG guys, from the clips I've been seeing on Twitter here and there, they are putting out the effort and the grind and trying to get in those really fancy goals. They're able to as well. So we'll see if they can generate anything for their side. I see Timmy up the sidewall. This one is going to bounce to the ceiling. He reads this very well. Mr. Low just challenging early, trying to get the pressure still up there with that 50. And now very nice redirect there from Timmy, but nice defense as well, coming out of Chaos, I think. We'll see Mr. Low putting it in the corner again. Timmy is up early, but V-Man reads the pass very nicely. Mr. Low still in that corner. Timmy as well, trying to get it down to Empty, waiting in mid. Pro Noob and Empty having a little discussion in mid there. That one just hitting the sidebar, and a very nice follow-up from V-Man, but that one unfortunately also hitting the sidebar there. And the side of Pro Noobs, two very, very nice shots on net, just sadly not on target. And this one will be slotted in by Mr. Low with a very nice pass off Timmy.
Fat Dab with the shots, just catching out all of WSG. I think they double committed there in the midfield, which enabled Fat Dab to put that goal in.
Yeah, so I mean, just I think it comes down to the pace factor as well. These guys are able to, no matter in what team, they're able to quickly adapt to the pace and quickly adapt to the rotations to be able to produce goals as quickly as they do. And this one is also going to slot in for Timmy. With 13 seconds left, 4-0. I do think the first game is going to go to the side of Fat Dab. I'm not too sure how Timmy finds these angles. It feels like he keeps just flipping and flipping, and it's just some other time it has to redirect into the net. But of course that could be a misperception of the whole situation. Of course, Timmy being a very, very mechanically skilled player, we do know that most of what he does isn't pure luck. And he just baits out two defenders there from the side of Pro Noobs, but it won't in this case matter as Fat Dab do take game one.
Yeah, well, I mean, from the half of the game that we did see, it looked like Dab did have quite a bit more pressure than Pro Noobs did. So we'll see if they can turn that around in this best of 3.
Yeah, well, this is the semi-final. I'm taking it the final is at least a best of 5.
I think so. I'll have to double check that. But yeah, I believe, yeah, well, this is definitely best of 3.
Yeah, best of 3 for the most of the tournament. I'm not sure if they also changed the way the lower bracket works. I know some tournaments do best of 1 in the lower brackets, which is quite a stressful position to be in, knowing that you only have 1 game to prove it. But as you said, best of 3 here for these teams. So Pro Noobs on the back foot here. They need the reverse sweep, and it doesn't seem like a reverse sweep as it's only a best of 3. So the reverse sweep doesn't look as bad on a best of 3 as it does on a best of 5 or 7, in my opinion. So we'll see. And the team's just playing musical chairs with the colors here. We do see a swap in colors. Now Pro Noobs on orange and Fat Dab on blue. Easy Mr. Low putting this one in the corner. V-Man not able to make connection, and Mr. Low will be able to slot that one easy with an open net.
Oh, just a tough read there. I think V-Man not in the correct position to be able to read that that corner. Probably catching him off guard. Just made him whiff.
I swear, the way Psyonix programmed and graphically designed that corner, makes it impossible to read sometimes. It
Honestly.
just does the weirdest things, and it's apparently physics-based game. So we can't complain with that science. But we do see Fat Dab again. Timmy waiting on the wall there. He does get a nice pass down, but unfortunately Mr. Low is not close enough and rather decides to hang back and not commit on that pass, potentially putting it off the sidewall and back in his own half. Timmy, slow playing this one. Very nice 50 there for Timmy. Mr. Low is going to follow this one up, but V-Man is back to be able to defend this. It's a run in there by Pro Noob. Doesn't seem to affect him at all that much. There's no player from Fat Dab there, continuing with that play, and nice 50 there from Pro Noob. He doesn't have someone with him on offense there. I felt like that was a very, very nice opportunity for them to capitalize on. A very nice shot from Mr. Low as we speak about Pro Noobs. They are capitalizing on a very nice empty promises pass there.
Yeah, you see Pro Noobs just leaving the midfield open, which allowed for that sort of more centralized pass to go through. MZ hitting the ball straight down the midfield down to Mr. Low, and there was no one there to really contest Mr. Low, so he was able to put that in.
Yeah, I mean, leaving the midfield open, I do think it's a mental thing currently going on for Pro Noobs. Them not challenging in the mid maybe makes them feel like they don't want to push out too much, or maybe go out and then not be able to rotate back. Or at least in my mind it looks like that. But that is very nice play there from Pro Noobs, and they're able to get one goal back, and still they have enough time to generate more of these. Very nice pass off the corner there, and Chaos, very nice angle as well.
Great positioning actually by Chaos to be able to read what Pro Noob was going to do. They must have done that a couple of times to be able to trust each other to get that pass off.
Exactly, those are the most basic passes to pull off, and they work as well most of the time, so very nice of them to utilize that. Now Pro Noob on the ball, he decides he does get a nice 50, and another shot there from Chaos, unfortunately hitting the sidebar there. Pro Noob trying to get a follow-up. An empty, oh no, very, very fortunate, but he does create an opportunity for Pro Noobs. Empty, my man, just unlucky.
Empty coming out with the Fat Dab players. Like to see them. Don't like to see them.
So well done, but well done to Pro Noobs to capitalize on that little mistake there from the side of Fat Dab. That kind of just threw them off their rotation. As you saw, they all just clustered in front of net, not knowing exactly what to do. And hopefully Empty doesn't produce much more of those, otherwise it might spell trouble for Fat Dab. So we do see now this one going up high. Timmy does read these. He goes for a lot of these side walls. If you play against Timmy, you know if that ball is about to roll up on the side wall, you know he's going to double jump to pinch it.
Yeah.
He does that a lot. He loves doing that. It works out pretty well, you know. And you don't see most players doing that. They kind of just think, okay, the other player's not going to jump for this. And then when you do, it catches them completely off guard. They're out of position. It pinches past them, and they're just out of the play. So I think it's very well for him to utilize that as much as he does. And when you Mr. Low, putting this one down mid. V-Man not getting a very powerful shot out, but he does interfere again. Nice pass out to Chaos, but Chaos not able to generate too much power on the pass. He did have Pro Noob on his far left there. To me, I think he did secure the corner boost, almost getting that nice angle. Now V-Man without boost, he's not going to be able to get anything done here. I think he did miss that small boost pad, or he just used it. He's unable to get anything done. Chaos also slow playing that, but Pro Noob is waiting in net, able to get a very nice clear out. As you do see Mr. Low just waiting patiently to be able to clear that out. high ball in mid. Timmy is up early for it. Does beat out one player from Pro Noobs. This one out of on the sidewall. Double commit there from the side of Fat Dab. No capitalization coming out from Pro Noobs. Pro Noob and Timmy meeting each other there in the corner. Nice 50 win from MTV, man. Not able to read the corner and Mr. Sorry, yeah, Mr. Low. That almost looked like the empty promises. But Mr. Low is able. Party was destroyed. Rocket League must fix that. Anyway, Mr. Low, very, very nice capitalization on the couple of misses from Pro Noobs. And they are able to go up 3-2 with 48 seconds left.
Yeah, an interesting difference between Pro Noobs and Hatchlings, which was Fat Dab's last opponent, is that they're more controlled in defense. They're able to get the clears out and follow with those clears. Whereas Hatchlings, I feel, were more just panic clearing, if you want to use that term.
Yeah.
So that's
Wasting
why it's a lot
possession.
closer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, that's mostly what you see if you go down, and I'm no disrespect to the side of Hatchlings, if you go down to the lower ranks, you'd see a lot of the clears coming out, but not efficient clears, just these panic clears as you call them. When you could have actually taken possession, taken a dribble, taken it slowly. You don't have to clear everything, and that's called wasting possession. You're just giving possession away, and that's a free ball for your opponent, which these guys, as the likes of Timmy, Mr. Low, empty promises, they will capitalize on those wasted possessions from the other team, and most of the time they're able to generate goals off of it. So we'll see, but this one, sadly, I do think that is the series win. V-Man readying up, but I do think that is the win for Fat
It
Dab.
is indeed.
And there we go, the Fat Dab, not the Fat Dab, but Fat Dab able to get a 2-0 win over Pro Noobs, and they will be advancing to the final while Pro Noobs go down to the lower bracket. I'm not too sure who they face off against. I'm sure Mr.
Yeah.
Falliser is able to bring up a bracket for us. Not bring it up, but
Yes,
kind
yes.
of
Yeah.
explain
Well,
to
they
us.
play, yeah. So they'll play against the. Okay, so Hatchlings and Depizda have to play. And then Seven Car Pileup and Team Helicatrash have to play. And then those two winners play, and whoever wins that plays against the Pro Noobs.
So
So
lower
they have
bracket's
a
still
decent
doing.
chance of getting back into the finals, because they have to wait for all these games to be played.
But I did hear a little birdie say that hatchlings are going to have to forfeit out of their match, if I'm
Ah, yes.
correct. They have another match that they have to attend to. So Depizda will get that bye in their round 2. They advance to round 3, waiting on 7 Car Pile Up and Team Hellcatrash. Interesting names popping up. I'm not too sure who's on the side of Team Hellcatrash. I don't think we are able to bring up team pages. I don't think or details, and we go to.
Can I have a look?
They are actually a very stacked team. No notable names that I can think of. So Team Alcatraz coming out as a new team to the scene, or at least in my mind. I'm not too sure. And then 7 Car
Yeah,
Pile Up coming out of VS as well. You might have seen them in the VS Open Cups going on. Great to see them as well going on to ACGL, getting the exposure out there. We will get you guys an update on that, and we will see if we can get a stream going for any of the lower bracket matches coming up. So we will see you guys in a bit.
see you. Go the game.
Alright. I'm gonna get this one underway as well. And this one, 7-car pile-up versus Helcatrash. Now, as we did say before, not too sure who Helcatrash is, but 7-car pile-up we do know very well from VS. So we'll see what is gonna go down. A lot of gunners there. Gonna go down in this
Another late
matchup.
start.
Another, yeah,
Sorry about
but you
that.
know what? Straight into the action. I'm sure nobody will complain. We've only missed a minute and 20 seconds. It's not that bad.
It's a chill stream. It
It's a
doesn't
chilled stream,
really
yeah.
matter.
For the community, we do it for the fans, man. We do it for the fans. Anyway, as we okay, so Alcatraz, Angry Panda, Frostbite, and I'm not too sure. I can't see who the
Redbeard.
other. Okay, so not. I haven't seen these guys in the community. Wreckbeard, I have seen. I have seen Wreckbeard.
Yes.
But I'm not sure as players how they perform. Let's see what seven. I don't know if you've seen them around.
No, no, I haven't.
Alright, so these are pretty new players to us as well. So Angry Panda just getting in the way there of Frostbite and a little driving around. I almost thought I
Oh, a mind game.
I almost thought I DC'd there with all the cars just drive. You know when you're starting to DC, the cars just kind of spin around. And oh my word, a miss there from
Oh, unlucky.
Frostbite. Unlucky there for him. And the Meme Man. I'm just gonna call him Meme Man. Or,
Oh, and
you
look at
know,
his
I should
topper as
do
well.
him courtesy the Meme Man. He's able to slot
Have
that
a
one
look
in
at his
long range.
topper. He's got the udder on it.
Oh wow.
He's killing it with the car design. Love it.
He's only missing the what's man, I haven't used them in ages, so I don't know what they're called. It's not the toppers, it's the antennas. Why did that escape my
Yeah.
mind? He's only missing that to complete the design. And this one will go up. This one is up in the side of 7-car pile-up. No one's able to get it. A very tight angle here for Frostbite. He's not able to get it, and he actually does pinch it in the attempt. Wreckbeard getting nice interference there. He's actually able to catch all three members of 7-car pile-up. And now we do see 7-car pile-up on the attack. Not able to generate much. Frostbite dropping it very nicely down for Angry Panda to pick up. The Meme Man dropping that one 90 degrees. We call that an elf pass. Shout out to elf for passes like that. Straight down 90. You never see them coming. We see 7-car pile-up. They're trying desperately to get this one in mid for a shot. Biggened a Glicko. My word, what a name.
Big and Glico. That is a great name.
Well, I'm just gonna read it slowly for the sake of not saying anything too out of the ordinary. As this one does get passed down to the Meme Man from Rush. Very, very well done here from 7-car pile-up to get the lead for themselves with a minute 39 left. Very nicely done there from 7-car pile-up. Nice team play as well. Good to see teams getting those passing plays out and finding each other on the field. Shows great composure and chemistry between the players. As you see now, I'm just going to call him Glicko. Glicko on the ball, he's not able to generate much off of
That's
it.
a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. This one out to the side. Wreckbeard trying to get some interference. He's without boost, so he's going to go all the way back. Frostbite on the ball. He's not able to get a very nice touch. Angry trying to get in the way there before a member from 7-car pile-up can touch it. This one is up, and both, I think all three members of 7-car pile-up committed to that play, but no one able to connect off the backboard. Very all-in play from 7-car pile-up. I don't think they have to be that aggressive. As I think from personal experience we can say that once you're up by one goal, you go all in, you're gonna get scored on, and that feeling is not very nice. As we do see Glicko, it's gonna keep going with this one, doesn't get any touches off of it. Rush quickly to follow up. He's just gonna go back, delayed backflip there, and this one will just sink in from long range for Angry Panda. Does get the equalizer.
Actually, yeah, a long shot, good placement there. He saw the open net, took his chance where he could. And a very close match, 2-2, 30 seconds.
Yeah, so
Teams can make of this.
very, very close from both sides. Meme Man unfortunately not able to get that save. I think if he leaned back on his car, he would have been able to get a touch over the crossbar. And a nice shot from Frostbite. off a miss there, I think, from me, man. He just missed that corner boost, missed the race to the corner boost, and he kind of faked out Glicko. Glicko did indeed have a 50 or a clear there for his team. No
Great backboard
miscommunication.
passing as well by Angry Panda, able to
Yeah.
find the teammate.
So as I said, nice chemistry from both teams, able to find each other on the field, but 7-car pile up just on the back foot now. I have to generate a long clear counter attack, or anything for that matter, in 7 seconds. Frostbite gonna slow play this. Nice first touch, doesn't put his team in any pressure whatsoever, and indeed does put the pressure on the other team, excuse me. And that will go first game to Alcatraz.
Hellcatrash. I'm not sure if we're pronouncing that right. Is it Hellcatrash? Hellcatrash?
Hellcat
Oh, who
Rash
knows?
wouldn't make sense. Is that
Who knows?
okay? There are no spaces in the name, so I'm assuming it's Hellcatrash. So if we're butchering the team name, we do apologize, but you can only draw so much from reading text. Not having Mr. Google to actually speak out to you what it actually is. So we're getting. I have seen that profile picture of Angry Panda before, and Wreckbeard as well, but I'm not too sure where I've seen them before. I've seen them in the VS scene, I think. But yeah, so Alcatraz, it's 7-car pileup who won. I am so dumb.
Wait, is this a best of 3 or a best of 1? I'm not entirely sure. It
I'm not
seems the
too sure.
teams are thinking this is the best
My
of 1.
bad. 7-car pileup won that matchup. I was a little confused.
Hold
As
on,
the
I
way
think
sometimes gets.
the next opponents might be... No, okay. It looks like they are playing the best of 3.
Best of 3 it is. My
It is indeed
apologies.
a best of 3.
Just reiterating, it is 7-car pileup who won the first match, not the side of Alcatraz. I'm gonna make sure of the colors. It is indeed 7-car pileup in blue and then Alcatraz in orange. I got the whole thing wrong, the wrong way around.
Come on, man.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Mistakes will be made. We will recuperate, or I will, and we will get back into this. As we see 7-car pileup with early pressure. No one gonna contest that one high up, and now it's one-on-one, or was one-on-one. Me, man, getting bumped out. Does he have a teammate behind him? This one is very awkward. 7-car pileup not able to connect with that one. As Rush finds himself that out boost. This is gonna be very awkward for him. Does get a touch on it, but it's not out to me, man, as he would have liked. And this one will be slotted in by Wreckbeard. Very well done from him. Keeping up the pressure. And the no boost play, I think Glicko just pushing up a little bit too far. Getting caught out by 7-car pileup.
Yeah, well, I mean, a good start for 7-car. Putting themselves in the lead. We'll see if Hellcatrash can respond. As this is their last game, if they do not respond.
Oh yeah, this is lower bracket, guys. So whoever loses now is out of the cup indeed. And this one is open. The meme man, oh, he puts it off the sidebar. Very unlucky there for him. Was a very good opportunity as well. Rush again finding himself without boost. Not able to do too much with that. See meme man getting caught out now. Glicko again, but he's not able to get a very powerful touch. And Rush has to make a very awkward save. Angry Panda, where did he come from? Off the ceiling?
I think so. I'm
not too
I think
sure.
it was a very ambitious play there. Could have made it work.
I just saw this boost trail just kind of arcing like down the ceiling, and I didn't know where he came from. Me, man. Punting that towards the defender for 7-car. Wreckbeard not able to make contact, and Rush very nearly putting that one into the net. Again, a missed opportunity, and me, man, hitting the sidebar again. Alcatraz, they're getting these opportunities, but they're not able to slot them in. Like, that was the 4th opportunity, and then they get scored on as well. So it's just falling apart on the side of Alcatraz, not able to convert on their opportunities. And Angry Panda getting a very nice long shot there, just whizzing past the defense of Alcatraz.
The post most certainly working in the favor of 7-car there on defense. Almost let that one in, but just unfortunate there for Alcatraz for the ball to go sailing over them, and might be another one. Oh,
Not this
couldn't
time. And
just
as
bust
I
it in.
did say before, the sidebar is the best goalkeeper essay at the moment in this lower bracket. So racking up those saves. You see it keeping up the pressure. Rush. Getting challenged by Panda. Panda's going to go for it again. He does get it down. And Frostbite and Angry Panda just all just falling like snowflakes off the ceiling. No one able to get another connection on the ball. Me-Man. Juking out Rush. Not too sure if Rush would have been able to get a touch on that. Glico gets it past one, but the Me-Man is waiting in the corner. Frostbite going to collect it in the same corner, and he's going to put it. He's going to try and get another touch. Does get a 50, but not in his favor now. Rush slow playing it. He does have someone mid. Nice little inside pass, but unfortunately, Me-Man was not in the correct position to receive that one. The best of ways. Me-Man is going to decide to dribble this one with the udder on top of his car.
I was gonna say something like
It's such
might be
Cyrex and
helping.
their toppers. Where in the world do you come up with the idea that players would want
Oh,
to wear an udder on top of their car? I mean, props for creativity, but why though? You don't see it very often if you play. I mean, yeah, sure. When I was bronze, I was rocking everything, dude. Not that they're bronze, but I'm just giving the perspective. When you start out the game,
oh yeah, oh yeah.
you rocking antennas and toppers like it's nothing, dude. You're putting them all on and you're trying everything out. You look super cool. You feel good, ranking up to bronze 3. No, I don't even think I was ever bronze 3. I think I went straight to silver and couldn't get out of there for a considerable
Oh,
amount of time.
look at this guy. He's GC now, and he's all like, "Oh, I was always this good."
Yeah, no, when I was
Just trying to
silver,
trying to
I
trying to
was.
put him up for the stream.
Oh yeah, sure, fella. Okay. What was your rank up like when you started out?
Let's not talk about that. Hey, rather
Exactly,
say 10 is
exactly.
10 plus 20 speed.
Mr. Soon to be
Mother in the
GC,
chat.
but not yet. Anyways, so back into
Mm.
this game, we do see Rekbit putting it into the corner of Helcatrash there, but not able to get the goal. Hitting the sidebar again. Rush faking out one. And another miss there from 7-car pileup. No one able to get a connection. Rush, I do think, AFK there for a moment in the corner. Not too sure if he's back in the game. Angry, not reading that very well. Rush does seem to be back in the game. He does have an open net. He pops it over this one. Hitting the crossbar
No,
again.
wait.
So
Uh,
many opportunities for Helcatrash. They had at least a good 4 or 5 opportunities. And then getting scored on moments later by 7-car pileup. And you do see there that it is over indeed for Helcatrash. They did show that they had a lot of opportunities, but again, none of them able to capitalize on those opportunities. And the
yeah.
clock will just wind down. There we
I
go.
mean, just overpowering performance there by 7 car. Um, well played, I guess. That was a BO3, a mother in the chat. And we're gonna go straight into our next match, which is 7 car pileup versus. Let me just find the team name. Some weird team name. Um, Depizda.
The
Okay.
Pizda, okay.
Um,
So who
that
is
will
the
be the
Pizda?
next. Yeah, the next match, which we're going to go straight into right now. So yeah.
Alright, do you have any information on the Pizda? Because most of the teams kind of mix and match. Not usually the same squad.
Yeah,
Not this
so the
team.
Pizda made up of TCK, Supernova, and YSO Friendly. Um,
Okay.
TCK, Demented, I think is his name, is a member of Fortitude who actually came third in the last VS Open Cup.
Alright.
So definitely some experience here.
Alright.
It seems we have 2 minutes to start this match, so
2 minutes to start this match.
or
Alright.
2 minutes break, yeah.
2 minutes break. Alright, then we will check you guys in a bit. Short break before we get this one underway. And we'll have that one up and running, as I said, in just a bit. Check you guys now.
Just tell me.
Yep.
Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. This is Pizda versus 7 car pileup. Yeah, we just saw 7 car taking Helkatrash in ABO3, taking them 2-0. So it should be an interesting match. I have word that they're all in the same Discord, so Discord calls. So this should be interesting. You see, actually, Supernova playing for Depizda is part of 7 car, so it looks like this is
Okay.
a bit of a friendly rivalry that's going to happen here.
Yeah, so it should be good vibes all around.
Good content, yeah.
Yeah, good content. So 7 car pileup coming out of the win over Alcatraz. So we'll see if they have any momentum going on. I don't know how much warm up the side of Depizda have, as we did see Demented spectating the previous matchup, possibly scouting out the opposition, which I doubt.
Possibly.
But that does mean that he probably will need a warm-up. As we do see Wreckbeard, he's going to slot in the first goal for his team with a minute and 20 seconds about going past.
Great solo play actually there, doing a self pass off the corner, able to read the bounce, getting past the defender. Excellent play.
Those passes are actually pretty nice to follow up. But to score them is the other challenge. VDC Demented, he is able to fake out one player from 7 car pileup. Angry Panda getting in the way again of this one. No one able to challenge once again. Wreckbeard high up, this one going the side of his own field there. Wreckbeard back down to Angry. Angry not able to get a nice touch, but Frostbite is there to collect the pass, as we can say that. Demented over to Supernova, but this one just gonna drop. Supernova again against the sidewall. Nice pass out to Demented. So not able to connect for a nice shot there. We see Angry Panda and Wiser Friendly just getting each other's way. I don't think Angry Panda has boost. He did collect that corner boost. Demented, nice ceiling pinch. Clear the ball out. Wiser Friendly. Supernova does take one for the team, albeit very unnecessary to go into that play to get demoed. And Demented is going to try again. He does get a nice pass out to the mid where Supernova is waiting, but Wreckbeard reads the pass very quickly up there. And Frostbite, nice hard pass off the corner. Again, Demented reads it. Very back and forth gameplay from both these teams, generating opportunities, but unfortunately for the side of Demented's team, I keep forgetting their name, Depizda. It's such an unusual name.
It sounds like someone.
Like,
yep, that's a name.
does it like even consist of? It doesn't even make up their names. Depizda.
Oh.
Such an unusual and creative name. We'll see if that name carries through. As Demented, he has an open net seemingly, with no player from 7 car pileup challenging that one against the sidebar. You say Wreckbeard puts it up high again. No challenge from Depizda. This one will just drop off the backboard uncontested. Frostbite coming in, but he's met by Wiser Friendly. And Demented getting bumped there by Supernova, but he is able to collect that save again. A shot from Frostbite. This one almost dropping. Actually, it was off, hitting the sidebar there. Angry Panda following up, not able to get the shot on target. Slot that one in for his team.
Oh man, the crossbar again, coming in clutch. Pizda.
And I mean, this is across every single game we've seen so far. That sidebar crossbar, they just hitting it so close, yet so far to be able to score. You see Demented, an unfortunate touch for him. We'll just say it's a calculated pass out to Wiser Friendly, who was prepared to hit anything that comes his way. Some weird interference there from Supernova and Wiser Friendly. Demented not ready for that. 7 car pileup or 2 up.
Angry Panda just is identifying the issue of 7 car and capitalizing, putting it into the open net.
So very well done there for 7 car pileup. They're up 2-0, 43 seconds left. And Depizda not able to generate anything too threatening for the side of 7 car pileup. So you see Demented punching this one off the sidewall. Almost got the follow-up. Wiser Friendly with a nice shot. Crossbar again for his team. Supernova is going to follow this one. It is going to go high. Very nice read from Frostbite, reversing and jumping off to get that one. Requiem backflip. This one fortunately is off. Supernova with a nice shot there, and it's still open for the side of the Pizda, and they will be able to sink that. Why so friendly? Very nice follow-ups on the side of the Pizda, keeping up that pressure.
I mean, 11 seconds, 1 goal, it's definitely doable. We'll see if they can make a comeback.
Kickoff strats, that's what they need.
Kickoff strats, that is true.
This one is in the favor of the Pizda. We'll see what Demented can do with this one, but he gets run into by Why So Friendly, which slows down his attack. Very unfortunate, and Frostbite, this one's just going to drop down very, very nearly there for the Pizda, but unfortunately, just a little run-in by the two players. They're not able to get a quick counter-attack off the kickoff, and the first game will go over to 7-car pileup. Well done to them. And they're keeping up they're getting a little win streak going on, yeah.
Yeah, making a lower bracket run. See if they can take it to them in the next game.
Yeah, they... was that the... No, they still have a game to play, right? Yeah, they still have a game to play. Yeah. No, I had the previous scores up there. Pro editing here from...
Oh, nice. Nice one.
Yeah, so just looking at the stats here, we have pretty even shooting. As I said, it was a little bit back and forth, but a lot of sidebar shots and crossbars going on the side of the Pizda. We'll see if the accuracy can finally be arranged there for them, as we do see server goes down for maintenance, because Rocket League still hasn't fixed that error. We'll try and get back into that match. I do think Falliser has the details, which he will not disclose to the public. Hopefully.
Indeed. Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, so we will get this one underway very, very shortly again.
I assume, yeah. Cool beans. I've just had notification they're gonna recreate.
Alright. Yeah, so I mean, the lower bracket, this is the winner here goes on to face Pro Noobs. And Fat Dab having a long little break there from their streak in the upper bracket. So they're waiting on 2 matches still to be completed, this one included. And then we will have the finals still after that. So quite a couple of matches that still have to be played. Waiting for all the players to rejoin. The lobby is up again. So a lot of work has to go in for the side of the Pizda here. I mean, 7-car, they just capitalized on the opportunities they had. Once they sunk in those 2 goals, or 3 goals, excuse me, that was home free for them. Then they just started clearing the ball, and as we said, the Pizda not able to accurately shoot the ball. Everything hitting the post and the crossbar, and that can be a mental thing as well. Like, if you start hitting crossbars and you don't get anything on target, that starts to play on your mind.
Oh yeah, I mean, you start to, not trust your shooting ability if you're constantly hitting side post or backboard, not being able to get it in. Start to doubt yourself, which is obviously not good in a lower bracket match where this is your tournament lives on the line.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I guess a very smart game there by 7-car, putting in the goals early on and then able to hold the possession, hold off the Pizda from making a comeback.
Yeah, so I mean, and just coming back to if you miss everything and plays a mental game, everything piles up and then you go into a slump. Once you're there, oh wow, that is like limbo in terms of Rocket League. So hopefully that is not the case that is for the Pizda. Their name almost escapes my mind every single time. I have to kind of pause and think about it before I remember.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird name. I guess we're still waiting for a couple.
We will check you guys in a bit. We will rejoin, get everything underway again once those players have joined up again. As for now, we will just have a short break, very, very short.
Yes, welcome back, guys. Sorry for the late. Finally have our match, which is Depizda versus Pro Noobs. Bit of confusion. I think 7car got disqualified. Won't get into that. But Depizda did take it over Team Helcatrash, and now we have the lower bracket finals, which is Pro Noobs versus Depizda. So we've seen both of these teams already. See what they're capable of. So you can see what the outcome is hard to determine. I would say skill.
Yeah, at the moment, you can't really separate these teams. We know that Demented comes from Fortitude, and then we have the WSG guys here as well. We know from experience that WSG usually produces very high quality players. And Fortitude also had a great run in the VS 2018
Yes,
championship.
true.
So yeah, we will see what they can get out of this. I've already basically forgotten the plays and everything that happened between Depizda and 7-car pileup or whoever they played. My memory is not getting me well
It
now.
was the Pizda and Retrokill thing, I think. Hatchlings.
No, that
The
was
Pizda.
no. Depizda was already waiting in the lower bracket when we
Oh,
started
sorry. Yeah,
casting.
no, apologies. Yeah. Well, we saw one match of the Pizda against 7car,
Yeah. So
which 7car took. So
yeah, so we'll see. It was quite a long break. They probably spent their time in training and casual, possibly in ranked, getting their stuff together. So we're just waiting on the side of the Pizda to
looks like it.
join.
Yeah.
Details have been sent out, so we're just waiting on them. So in the meantime, I think to not burn out on any content to speak of, we're just gonna be back shortly. Once they've joined, we
Oh
will
no,
get
that's.
this one underway. Never
Oh wait,
mind.
here they are. Just as you say.
Just cast a curse coming in through for us, benefiting us. And we'll get this one underway shortly.
Cool beans. Here they go.
Alright, teams have joined. So yeah, it's an interesting matchup. I can't really say who I'm gonna pick as the winner. We'll have to see. And someone is rocking the salt topper there. We'll see if that plays another meaning besides just being on his car. They're demented already with a very, very nice save in goal there. But the pressure is still on. V-Man not able to connect with that one. This one's still on the backboard. Pro Noob is there, but they're running out of people to attack with. So this one is going to go to the side of the Pizda. Weiser Friendly is up, beating V-Man with the ball. Supernova is also there, waiting on the side, but he's not able to. 2 bodies thrown at him, and that one is blocked. Pro Noob still interfering. Almost catches the ball, but it kind of flusters him as he jumps around trying to get the ball again. This one up high again, Demented up early. Supernova waiting. Gets it past another player from... I've forgotten their name now. Oh my goodness. Sleep deprived, but that will not matter as Tepizda is able to sink the first goal within the first minute of game 1. Very nice
Man.
shot there from him. Seems like Pro Noobs ran out of players to throw at him and defense. So really well
Man,
done
check
there
that
from him.
angle as well. Getting it from the wall into the bottom right.
Well,
Sheesh.
well,
Bad.
you know what they say about the McLaren players. You know, got the money in the bank, you know. As we see Pronu putting that into his own corner, and why so friendly? That did look from my perspective to be a touch from the Pro Noob side as well. It does indeed. That was the last touch Why so friendly had, and V-Man trying to interfere. You could see the idea he had there. He just
Unfortunate.
wanted to interfere. You saw Why so friendly was pushing up for it again. Just wanted that extra touch to maybe just put him off. But in the process, unfortunately, beating out Empty Promises defense play of the night with that own goal. Very unfortunate for him.
I thought I saw Why So Friendly. Oh, well, okay, well, there's another one, I guess.
Never mind. So it does look like Pro Noobs able to get a nice little 3-man play here from the side of Pro Noobs. Nice passing plays. And they do get it back within 1 with still a lot of time in game 1. I do believe this is also a best of 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yeah,
And
best
this
of 3.
is your lower bracket lower bracket final,
Finals.
excuse me. And these, the team here will go on to face Fat Dab, who have been waiting for a considerable amount of time for this tournament to eventually finish in the low bracket. But they do seem to have been warming up, keeping their hands warm, keeping their minds warm. We'll see if they can perform once the final rolls around. But for now, we are stuck in the lower bracket finals. Fat Dab face off against... not Fat Dabs. Pro Noobs face off against the Pizda as Demented absolutely smashes this one into the net.
Jeez, the Pizda really bringing it to the Pro Noobs. Demented just slamming the shot in. 119 kilometers, not going to stop that. No,
And it
thank you.
was a bounce shot as well, so there's no way. And this one is going to sneak
Oh,
past
my.
both of the Pizda's back defenders. And yet again, back within one. It doesn't seem like the Pizda can keep a 2-goal lead for very long.
An immediate answer to that boomer of a shot from
exactly.
TCK.
They
Jesus.
just need one more reaction like that and they will be even. We'll see if they can pull that out of their pocket, under their knee, out of their sleeve, behind their elbow. But it does seem like they will be able to. Pro Noob just bringing the game back for his side. A very nice shot. And a Chaos calculated fake. And Demented not able to make contact.
Pro Noob ripping apart this defense, putting in multiple shots. Just able to get such power on the shots. Defender has no chance of saving that.
As is indeed very, very well done. So momentum being carried here by Pro Noobs. We'll see if that can continue as Why So Friendly, no boost, has space. But he has one but not the other. A Supernova doesn't make contact. Pro Noob once again coming through with the plays. Oh my word, this man is on fire right now.
Look at this guy, pre-jumping from the wall. Get the, it wasn't a pinch, but still the touch that got it past the last defender there of Depista.
Demented there in net. Just seems like he just is a couple of pixels away from every save and not able to make full contact. See Why So Friendly in mid. Demented bump on Pro Noob. No one is back. Supernova is waiting. Chaos just beats him to a Pro Noob up early. Against the sidewall again. Chaos not enough boost. He has 4 boosts. He's not able to contest that in the air as early as he would like. Supernova being challenged by Chaos. Supernova does win it, but he gets bumped by Chaos. Very well done, and that's an open net. No, Demented just blending in with the post there. Ninja tactics, because why not? And Chaos up early for this, not able to make contact, but Demented and Why So Friendly out of net. And once again, they both go. And Supernova is luckily able to clear that as well as bump Demented out of the way. And Pro Noob. This one open again. Demented is able to save it this time. But V-Man with an inside shot. This one is going to creep. Demented. Oh, no, he's not going to be able to get it. Demented, my man. So close yet so far.
Oh, that's just a heartbreaker.
So didn't have boost
saving
either.
that. Yeah, I don't think he had boost.
You can see him just driving across that side. It was pretty impressive to get there for starters. But unfortunately, it didn't go his way. It pinched upwards, and by some physics, mechanics that Rocket League has, it just rolls up and in. And this shot from Pro Noob, my goodness, the WSG guys as well as V-Man, my goodness, they're popping off at the moment.
I mean, you gotta stop. Piston are gonna get a bit worried every single time Pro Noob touches the ball. It's a dangerous ball, or a dangerous shot, or he's doing something to make the Pizda worry about their net, the safety of their net. So
Exactly.
you know, doing something right.
No, definitely doing something right. If you quickly scored 3 goals, get the 6-3 lead, then you must be doing something right. And on the side of the Pizda, that unfortunately means that something is not working or clicking on their side. We'll see if they're able to recollect themselves, gain the composure back. But with a minute left, they have to produce the same amount of aggression, the same amount of consistency on offense that Pro Noobs just showed us to be able to tie it up at least. Do you think they're going to be able to do it, fellas?
Ooh, I'm not sure. It's hard to say because the way that they're playing, it looks like they're scared of how Pro Noob is hitting the ball. Pro Noob, the player, that is. like you see sometimes when Pro Noob shoots or something, they'll double commit. So I'm not sure if they have the composure for this game. Maybe just focus on the next game. Think, okay, how can we shut this guy down? What are we gonna do?
Indeed.
That's my opinion, at least.
I think VXP tactics would be in order, as ProNoob will sink another one with 16 seconds left. I think it is safe to say that this game will go to the side of ProNoobs. Very well done from them. It just fell apart on the side of the Pizda here in the last 2 minutes of the game. They were equal, and then all of a sudden, just before they could even react to it, they were down 7-3. So they definitely have something to worry about and think about going into the next game. They only have one more game to save themselves. We'll see if they're
Pro
able to do
Noob.
it.
Oh, Pro Noob
ProNoobs.
playing lights out. Lights out rocket.
Lights out Rocket League.
Absolutely clinical performance. 12 shots. Good lord.
Where have
This
you
guy is
ever heard
absolutely crazy.
Lights out Rocket League?
Lights out.
He's playing Lights out
Well,
Rocket League. I
not a
mean,
phrase. Not a phrase I made up.
are you sure
Um,
they're playing Lights out
uh,
Rocket League? That is going to become your signature, phrase. Playing Lights out Rocket League. Well done.
lights out. Well, I mean,
But yeah,
it's
I
a
mean,
clinical performance there by a pro noob player. I guess you could say carrying pro noobs, possibly.
well, you
Scoring,
know, it's his
yeah,
company
6 of the
basically
goals.
with the name Pro Noobs. So 12 shots. That is indeed, as you said, quite the performance, and then able to gather quite a few. I think he did score a hat trick at least in that game. So very
Yes.
well done from him. So we'll see if the Pizda can pull anything back from this game. Fresh start, new game. See if that breaks the momentum that Pro Noobs definitely showed in that closing moments of game 1. As we do see Demented. Gonna keep this one going, no boost, so he won't be able to continue the attack. Pro Noob off the ceiling. I think he did get a small little touch on that. Demented picked up mid boost, so he's able to turn for this early and challenge Chaos, who was also on the ball there. V-Man not able to make contact. Pro Noob is going to turn for this and clear it as well. V-Man falling into position for that pass. Very well done. And he's going to keep going with this one. Oh, nice. Up and high. And Chaos is going for this. But Demented, very nice backboard defense. Shutting that passing play down very quickly. And as of yet, no threatening shot from Pro Noob. With the first minute of game 2 coming to a close. See, this one just dropping in mid. Pro Noob is going to collect this. I'm not sure how much boost he has. He did pick up the corner boost. So corner boost is almost in control there for Pro Noobs. And we did mention quite a couple of times how important it is to control that mid boost and to steal corner boost when you're on the attack, as Chaos NJ is able to quickly put his team in the lead. I'm not too sure how this one came about. 2 players from the Pizda just in mid there, leaving Supernova.
Well, I mean, that's the result of stealing both corner boosts. All 3 of those players had under 40 boost. I think 2 of them actually had 0 boost, so they just weren't able to contest that. Even though they were in front of net, just weren't able to jump up for that ball.
Yeah,
So,
and it just puts
great
you
play.
in that position where you're thinking, I can't push up for anything. I can't. They're either going to catch me mid-flip, or they're just going to catch me just driving around mindlessly because I can't get into position quick enough. And securing those mid-boosts and corner boosts, that is the result of doing that. And a very nice shot here from Demented. Very well done. And he's able to equalize very quickly. Once again, the same result as game 1. They just continued goal after goal. No team able to keep quite a substantial lead for very long.
Yeah, Demented with the solo carry out there. Able to flip it past all 3 of the Pro Noobs defenders. So, well played by him.
And great connection on that shot as well. Unfortunately, V-Man was in net. Unfortunately and fortunately for both sides. And no connection then. Pro Noob with the mid pass, but Chaos wasn't expecting it to be that hard. He was able to get any connection there. Why so friendly? 2 players commit from the side of Pro Noobs. Demented, very nice 50. There's no follow-up from any of his teammates. And Weiser friendly, no connection on the sidewall there. Supernova just jumps for in case, but he's alone now. V-Man not able to connect, very good with that one. And Demented is gonna just slow play that. He's without boost, so he's gonna have to rotate back pretty quickly without any. Chaos grabbing mid boost control, trying to get that still. He's not able to connect with that one, and it's only V-Man back, Demented and Weiser friendly in the corner. Let's see what they can do with this. And V-Man with just a touch on that. Pronu passing it down. V-Man going to slow play this. A lot of players finding themselves without boost, and Chaos almost being able to turn that one into a goal. And the Pronu again himself also finding himself without boost. Supernova or demo in mid. This one is going to leave both teams a little bit flustered, as we see V-Man just flipping past Chaos there, causing chaos. V-Man as well. Yeah, he just flips past that one. Pronu slow playing this. Takes it past V-Man as well. A little bit of miscommunication there. And Supernova down mid. Demented is waiting, just thinking that a Pronu player was going to come out and challenge him. He just wanted to put it out to the side. Nice shot again, but V-Man is also there to stop it. This one up high on the backboard. No contest from the side of the Pizda. No shot coming in from Pro Noobs as well. And that shot from V-Man is just going to go across to the sidebar. And I think the Pizda came away there with murder, with that ball just dropping down in front of their net, and no player from Pro Noobs able to connect.
Just scrambling a bit on defense. Hopefully they're able to clear this ball out, because it looks like it's in an awkward position for them. But I mean, props to Pro Noobs for keeping up the pressure, stealing the boosts when necessary.
And this one from Demented, very nice solo play once again from him, passing it to himself off the sidewall and following it up. Pro Noob just getting caught out of position on the sidewall and not able to get back in time.
With 0 boost nonetheless. Demented had 0 boost going up for that shot, so
well done.
Great mechanics actually.
You see now the life back, and almost once again just a quick return there, but it's saved out. And Depizda again, this one's going to drop high into the backboard. Weiser friendly turning around, and Pro Noob will slot that one in. Weiser friendly left in a very awkward position. Very well done here from Pro Noob. Weiser friendly actually catching himself on the corner of the goal there. Very awkward.
Just the backboard play again.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think Weiser friendly had boost in net. I think that's why he turned around. You gotta hate being in those positions. And 2-all with 32 seconds left. These guys probably feel the nerves creeping in slowly but surely. This one up high again on the backboard. Demented does get contact, luckily for his team. And Supernova still with a flip there. Off the sidewall. Weiser friendly, but Pro Noob is able to get a clutch save there for his team. Very nice play from the side of Depizda. Pro Noob not going to be able to connect with this one. Supernova off of his own sidewall. Now one-on-one play. Can Demented one-on-one this? No, V-Man with very calm and composed defense. They're able to keep the ball out of their net.
And this match a lot closer than the previous match. I'm impressed by Depizda to be able to pull it back, not crack under the pressure. I guess Pro Noob not stepping up as much as the previous game.
I think it's just
could be down to nerves.
Depizda with their defense is holding up a lot better than I think in game 1.
Sure.
And this one, I almost thought that V-Man's backflip there was right in front of goal. That would have not been a nice way for it to go. As you see, it's now in the corner of Depizda. No boost on the side of Supernova here. And Weiser friendly just down mid, but there's no one to follow it. Dementor's just going to wait back, just wait for a touch there from Pro Noobs. One-on-one once again, nice flick. Pro Noob is up for it. He does safely put it back in their corner. Dementor not able to connect there. Chaos is up. Supernova is waiting back down. He has to reverse all the way. He doesn't make contact, but Demented is back for him to help him make that save. V-Man, nice slow play, baiting out Supernova. Supernova has to race back. Chaos not going to be able to make contact. He's going to be able to steal corner boost. So we'll see if... that's a very nice shot from Pro Noob. He will be able to clutch out the win for Pro Noobs and just props going out to Videre. They put up a very, very good fight in Game 2 of the best of 3 series, but unfortunately it was not enough. And ProNoobs stepping up big time to be able to bring this win in for ProNoobs.
Yeah, that was a very close match actually. Well played to Videre for being able to pull it back, make it close, send it to overtime. So yeah, this should be an interesting final between ProNoobs and Fat Dab.
Yeah, so that, as you said, will be the final. We will get that one underway as soon as we can. Shouldn't take too long, as I think Fat Dabs have been waiting too long for it to be postponed yet again. So we'll see if we can get that one out as soon as possible. So very, very nice showing there from ProNoobs. I think they're happy with the performance they've put up so far, but now they have the biggest competition of them all in front of them in the form of Fat Dab. And their team manager is also casting beside me, Mr. Falliser. Any
Yes, yeah.
thoughts on Fat Dabs and ProNoobs?
Well, it should be interesting to see how these rookies come in and play for my organization. I'm completely joking. This is a team, full of grand champs, champ 3 players. It should be an interesting match because this is a rematch from the upper bracket finals, where Fat Dab beat Pro Noobs 2-0. I want to say rather convincingly, but you never know with Pro Noob with a performance like that. He could be a deciding factor in this match, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and we just hope that empty promises does not make the defensive blunders that he was able to do in the first game. I think it was also against, no, it was RK Hatchlings, I think. But that has long since been gone, so I'm pretty sure he has taken all that out of his play. We will try and get this one underway as soon as possible. So we will check you guys in just a bit.
Cool, welcome back, guys. This is going to be the finals. Fat Dab versus Pro Noob, best of 3. If Pro Noobs wins this best of 3, then they get a bracket reset, which means they have to win another best of 3. So Fat Dab definitely have the advantage here going into this match.
Yeah, and I mean, as we said, the previous run-in these two teams had with each other, Fat Dab did take it convincingly, or what we can remember from it. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see Fat Dab. I think they have been warming up and they've been keeping everything warm. As that one almost getting slotted in by Mr. Low down low, but V-Man's able to get the save out. Empty, getting a piece of Chaos in the air there. Chaos not able to get connection, and this one is open for the time being. V-Man not going to be able to get that, but Timmy, an uncharacteristic miss off the backboard there. Not able to put it down low enough to be able to get the goal for his team. This one up high. Timmy with a nice redirect. Chaos will not be able to get it, and that bouncer is just going to sneak in the top corner. Very well done.
Man, coming off the sidewall as well, Timmy. Being able to slot that down into the corner. Oh, the bounce shot. You said those were hard to save.
Those are hard to save because,
Game.
I mean, it just is. I don't know why, but it is. So very, very well done there from Timmy off the sidewall. A nice accurate shot. And Mr. Low, he would have liked to have a little bit more boost, but Timmy will slot this one in again, and first minute hasn't even gone by and it's already 2-0. Dominating performance and start for the side of Fat Dab.
Super early aggression as well from Fat Dab. They've had most of the possession in the half of Pro Noobs. So we'll see if Pro Noobs can get some composure, maybe try and get the momentum, use the momentum from the last win to carry it over onto this match.
Indeed, as we do see yet again, this one is just going to cross over from one corner to the other on the side of Pro Noobs. They've got on the offense, or well, they did have, as possession was just lost there. We'll see, it's just going to drop down. Double commit there from Pro Noobs in their own corner. Empty. Just putting it mid for Timmy, and Empty jumping off the sidewall, not able to connect, and without boost, Pro Noob is just going to flip chaotically to be able to just save this one, as he does know that Fat Dab follow up almost everything as quickly as they can. As this one just on the sidewall, Empty. Not enough boost to just continue to control that one. Timmy's going to meet Pro Noob in the mid. Mr. Low waiting. Past two defenders from Pro Noobs. Empty with a very, very nice shot. He smashed that one by aerialing his car upside down. Very nice shot here from Empty.
Yeah, wow. I mean, just reacting from that pinch off the sidewall. Only one defender in net wasn't able to boomer of a shot from Empty.
124. That is pretty impressive, as he connected perfectly with that 50 pass off Mr. Low. Very well done. And Pro Noob, oh, that one just gonna hit the sidebar. Two players from Pro Noobs, excuse me, going for that to hopefully put it into the net. 12 boost. Pro Noob has to get back quickly. He pre-jumps a block. He did have it if that one was on target. And Timmy not able to connect in front of net. Emptied the back down to Mr. Low. He will be able to collect it. Timmy waiting on the wall, not able to get the pass back down to Low, waiting for that pass. Pro Noob, I think he ran out of boost, or he knew Chaos was there waiting. Mr. Low is going to slow play it. He puts it on target, and unfortunately V-Man, both front wheels were off the sidewall, so he just instantly flipped, and I think he was looking to jump and then flip.
Mr. Low just, catching out Pro Noobs there on the defense. Saw the open net. Put it in the... Well, it wasn't quite the right corner, but it was away from the defenders. So
yeah. So unfortunate there from V-Man, just catching himself. If he was grounded, that would have been a save for him. But unfortunately, he found himself just hanging there on the sidewall, and the dismount was unfortunately not what he would have liked. V-Man in front of net. He's able to get the shot out there. Pro Noob waiting for a clear. Chaos does indeed get one, and he's going to follow this. So I'm just going to bounce, and Mr. Low just going to fake out Chaos there for the bump, in which Empty will be clearing it safely. Mr. Low not able to get contact. He goes back down again. And Timmy is waiting back. Now following this, I think he does have Mr. No. Mr. Low has retreated back in mid, and now Empty. Chaos gets it past Empty, but gets run into by Chaos. There's a little miscommunication again there on the side of Pro Noobs. Now Chaos, this one bounces favorably, but no one from the side of Pro Noobs is going to follow this up. Timmy is just going to turn around on the sidewall, hoping that a big clear comes his way. We do know he does like his cherry picks. I think that's the only thing he practices on a day-to-day basis.
Could be.
Could be. That's his playstyle, and it works, so why change it up? So you now see Mr. Low out to the side. Timmy is going to follow that up back to Mr. Low. Mr. Low did just love tap that one, and it was enough to get past the last man back for Pro Noobs. Very well done with a passing play from Mr. Low and Timmy.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the big difference between these two teams, is that Fat Dab are able to, keep calm and collected at those counter-attack plays, instead of just throwing the ball away, wasting the possession. Whereas I think on the side of Pro Noobs, it's more sort of clear it and then try follow it, and then try make a play out of it, but it's more likely that it's going to get saved.
And V-Man just looking there for a bump onto Timmy, not able to find it, but he didn't have a teammate to follow up on the bump if it indeed worked out. They're trying to be creative, trying to work out their offense. As V-Man puts this one low. Now without boost he has to race back, but he gets stopped in his tracks. It's going to take a little bit longer, but ProNoob does interfere quite well. See what he does with this. He does get it out to the corner. And no follow-ups. You do see that the side of ProNoobs are not able to follow up too quickly with each other's touches. I do think that that mental side comes in. A nice little passing play from Mr. Low and Timmy once again. These guys finding each other wherever they are on the field.
Yeah, and I mean, you just see Empty, you know, sitting back there, not having to do anything, just letting Timmy and Mr. Low, you know, the rookies of the team, their players
Okay.
make their name known under Fat Dad. So, yeah, well played to them.
Well, you know, the MT has to carry on the defense, otherwise there is no defense.
True.
So just unfortunate there from the side of ProNoob's going to drop down game one. Not drop down, but drop game one. Fat Dab with a very, very convincing game one. And if they continue this, game two should not be a problem if they keep up the same continuous pressure and the same passing plays, consistency on shooting.
Yeah, I think it's just the control and speed that they have is the factor, or the two factors they have over pro noobs. Probably also experience, being able to perform under these tournament situations, keep calm, make the touches that you need to, get the passing plays. We saw lots of passing plays between Mr. Lowe and Timmy quite often. So, yeah, very well played by them. Actually, I think all of Fat Dab's goals were assisted. So that's also another factor you have to take into account. Every single one of the goals.
Yeah, that's also a nice thing to say. To see if every single goal you scored has been assisted. You know, it does really.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, you know, if I didn't see the stats, but did MT have an assist?
No.
Did he have a save?
He had one goal. He had
a goal.
Saves.
He had a goal.
He had saves.
And he had
yes.
saves, exactly. As I told you, if there's no empty promises in defense, there is no defense.
Exactly.
So, as we
you gotta
just see,
trust the empty.
You gotta trust the empty. Empty promises does indeed have promises. As we do see, Timmy has a nice doink, but empty promises gets bumped there. But just a shot there from Chaos, shot/save. He puts that one off his own post. As we do see, ProNoob's just going to turn around, slow play this down his own corner. Not able to get another touch on it. Chaos and Empty running into each other. This one's just going to hang in the ProNoob's corner. Mr. Low, we do see him in a car change. Now I wonder if this is for interest's sake or if he didn't feel as great in the Octane. Which I don't think was the case.
I mean, he performed pretty great in the Octane.
So I just think...
something we're not seeing?
I think it's the most common combo between cars is the Octane and the Dominus. If you're not playing the Octane, you're probably playing the Dominus.
That's true.
And then you get some players with the Dominus and Batmobile. As we do see, Timmy is going to slot in the very first goal for Fat Dab as they go 1-0 up with just over a minute gone in game 2.
Hey, Empty getting an assist.
Empty assisting Timmy there. Very, very well done on the side of Fat Dab. And ProNoobs being put under even more pressure. They haven't been able to generate anything too threatening, but that demo is very, very well done from Chaos. But unfortunately, ProNoob pre-jumping, not sure what he was pre-jumping, but he was pre-jumping, so he wasn't able to get a very nice shot on net, kind of slowing down his approach. Very nice opportunity from the side of ProNoobs. And I mean, demos, we've said it before, demos, albeit being very annoying, can be your game, your lifesaver, essentially, if done right. As we saw Chaos getting a very nice demo on Timmy. He wasn't expecting it, and that net was left wide open momentarily. Now we see Timmy. Just going to wait for Empty to finish his touch on the sidewall there. Very nice shot from Mr. Low, but V-Man has been making a lot of nice saves in these last couple of games. He finds himself on the third man quite a lot, but he's able to keep calm and composed and cast the curse.
Oh,
sorry, V-Man.
Honestly, Skill, come on.
I am so sorry. I should have waited till after the game to compliment the man on his saves.
Every time.
every single time. But nonetheless, very, very well done there from Timmy. Able to
Yes, that
great
was a hard
control.
save.
That was a hard save. It's hard to read the direction the players are going, and it does seem like a dumb thing to say, but it really is difficult to read where they're going. They can change directions so quickly. And that is what happened there. And if ProNoob had boost here, he could have generated the goal for ProNoobs. Not able to quickly turn around for that one. You see Timmy waiting, but ProNoob is able to get it past him. But again, no follow-up from the side of ProNoobs. Chaos was finding himself on the far post. Not sure for what. As they let another opportunity slip by for a shot. Mr. Low faking that one out. Empty. Unfortunately, having to not only score past the defense of ProNoobs, but also past the defense of his own teammates. As Mr. Low unfortunately getting in the way there.
I think everyone is working against him. Match. You
No one
can't-
wants Empty to score. No one, not even his own teammates. Mr. Low tries to fake out V-Man. V-Man does get a touch. Scales is waiting in the corner. Is not able to get a connection on that, but he does fake out Empty promises there. I think Empty not expecting the whiff. Now we see Timmy and Chaos up. Timmy is able to win and Empty is up early. Mr. Low is waiting. He's going to slow play this. He does have a lot of boost. V-Man once again getting a lot of blocks, but Timmy is able... But excuse me, Mr. Low is able to just steal that one away from Timmy.
I think you could see that coming.
You could definitely see that coming.
Oh
And
yeah.
Mr. Low trying to redeem himself for that previous save, saying, okay, I'll at least put this one in. And ProNoobs, it's looking dire for them. They have shown that there were two opportunities, really good opportunities off the demo of Chaos, and then off the pass from ProNoob, but no one following it up. And this one from Mr. Low is also going to sink in, and it's just falling apart for the side of ProNoobs. They're not able to get their rotation back together. See V-Man just backflipping in mid, and ProNoob, I don't think he had boost. Not too sure. And fella say it's looking pretty slim for ProNoobs at the moment.
Pretty tough, pretty tough. I think when Pronoobs have those opportunities, you say there were two chances where they could have scored. They either don't have the boost or possibly not the confidence against this lineup of Fat Dab to be able to make those plays. So that could be a factor in it.
Yeah, I mean, confidence, as we know, plays a big factor in being able to be consistent and play well. If you think every time you go up for the ball, okay, I can score this, or I've got this, then you're obviously going to hit the ball more often than not. But as soon as you start missing opportunities, you start doubting yourself, you start doubting going for the ball, and that puts the whole team off the trail. I do think that's the factor that's playing into ProNoob's gameplay at the moment. As ProNoob, he will have an open net in this one. Mr. Low will not be able to get back. They will get a goal out of it, but with 21 seconds left, I just don't believe they have enough offense generated throughout this match to be able to get 3 goals past the side of Fat Dab.
I think the defense of Fat Dab is showing up to be quite... ProNoob? Okay, never
recovering
mind.
very well.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think the defense of Fat Dab is showing up to be quite strong, quite a bit of a wall.
As Mr. Low will just slot that another one in just as you speak about the defense. And yeah, a lot to think about for ProNoobs. I don't believe this is their main roster. You see 2 WSG guys, but I think they part of WSG Atomic. WSG Amarok. I knew it was something with an A.
Yeah.
They part of WSG Amarok, so they're not their full roster, but coming back to it, I think V-Man did step up in a lot of blocks and saves for his team.
Definitely.
A lot of those third man back defense was done by V-Man, so very, very well done for him. And congratulations to the side of Fat Dab. They do take the win in the ACGL 3v3 tournament. ACGL making a comeback, so if you guys want to keep an eye on their tournaments, definitely go check out their website. Go to Rocket League. I don't think they have a Rocket League tab, but they will have updates on Rocket League as they are hosting tournaments again. So very, very well done
Yeah.
for Fat Dab winning the first ACGL tournament of this year. I don't know about last year, but I know of
Or
this year.
of this month, I think, because there was a couple of ACGL tournaments at the beginning of the year. But
Okay,
now
okay,
they've
okay.
taken a bit of a break, and now they're back. So next one is actually, guys,
Okay,
make sure
the
you sign up for that one.
first completed tournament of the year.
There you go.
There we go. All right. So yeah, congratulations to Fat Dab Pro Noobs, runners up. They had the lower bracket run, so they did pretty well still. Pro Noobs stepping up big time in that previous match against the Pizda. The
The
name's not
Pizda.
escaping me now. So very, very well done for the Pro Noobs as well. And yeah, Fat Dab taking the Fat Dab.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that's it.
Yeah,
Fat Dab taking the dub, Pronip second, and the Pizda coming in third.
the
So,
Pizda on
well
third
done.
place. So well done to all the teams that participated. ACGL will be hosting more tournaments. And for everyone that's watching, also go check out VS Gaming. They're also busy hosting tournaments. Raving Mad. It's a full stacked tournament year for Rocket League. It's great. So for the newcomers and for the current players not knowing about all the other tournaments, go check them all out. Get a team together or register if you're not already. I think the Winter Cups registrations are still open for Raving Mad. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, they are. They are.
All right, so we got a lot to cover and a lot of games still to come. So yeah, I think on that note, thank you everyone for coming out and watching. I know most of the stream was without music and on a blank Rocket League South Africa screen, but I do appreciate you all coming out, new followers, everything. The support is great. We do appreciate seeing that. And yeah, fellas, I think that will be it.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks everyone for coming out. See you at the next one.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Bye.